Good morning, stamping friends. How is everyone doing today, this Tuesday morning, January 19th already? Oh my goodness, this month is flying by. I hope you're all doing well, and I'd love to hear what's new with you. Just comment in the section what you're up to or what kind of projects you're working on. I would love to hear. Just a really quick announcement. I wanted to share with you my cactus class that's coming up. The deadline is still over a week away, but I just like to do a little plug for it because I finished all my projects that I'm going to be planning for this, so it feels good to have that done. Now I'm working on the tutorial, so I just want to invite you to take part in this. There will be 10 projects. And Genevieve Coe is the gal who is doing this with me, and we're partnering. She's in Canada. So if you live in the US, I'd love for you to sign up under my link that I will post, and then I'll put Genevieve's. If you're from Canada, you can sign up with her. This is an awesome set to work with. It's just really fun with all the different papers. I showed you on my last video, so I won't go through that all. But I just wanted to point out that I have two class fees. One is the where you get that whole bundle here, but I also have a class that is with the refill kit. So if you don't need the stamp set and dies, I do have another price point, and that one's $59, and you will get the refill kit. But if you get the works here, it's like getting your 10 make and takes for free because we did not mark it up. We just took the price plus tax and shipping, and then the 10 cut make and takes for you will be pretty much free. We're not charging more for that, and the PDF and lots of pictures. So it's really a good deal. So I will post that link again. And now for today's project, I haven't made a finished one, otherwise I'd show you, but I'm kind of creating as I go. But I have an idea in my head how I want it to turn out, so we'll see if I come close. Actually, I'm not even using stamps on this one. This is a Valentine treat, and it's just made with chocolate and paper, and it's going to be really yummy, I promise. But I'm going to show you the paper that I chose to use. And let me grab the stack. What's funny about this, though, is that I originally I wasn't going to get this set because you know how even we as demonstrators have to prioritize what do we really want to use and what will we maybe use down the road. But I did a paper share, and so I got some of this, and I had a little bit extra. So this is actually called the Snail Mail Designer Series paper. And when I was flipping the other sides over, I just thought, oh my gosh, these are great prints because sure, this all coordinates with the snail set, but look at these fun prints that come on the other side that don't necessarily have to be snail related, you know? And that coordinates with our postage die, and this is the one we're going to use because it's Valentine. As soon as I saw that, I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to do my Valentine project, and this one is cute too. I love the paper, or the combination of colors with the Bermuda Bay and the red. So that's that paper. I just wanted to quick show that to you. And then the item that we're going to use today, it's called the Love You Always Treat Box. And this is just a really good size, one that we haven't had before. And there's score lines all over the place. So I just want to show you how we're going to fold this. So basically, you're just going to fold on all these score lines, and they're really easy because they're marked well. And so I just want to get them going like this. And these. All right, I think we got them all. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is pull these sides up and put the tabs in, and that's going to make kind of the base of our box. And then we want to flip the sides in and just tuck them down. I don't know if you can see from that angle what I'm doing. If I can flip this back just for a second. Do you see in there how this flap goes up and flat on the bottom? So then we're going to do the same thing, whoops, on the other side. Flip that up. It's kind of natural where the flaps will go. And then the same with this one, and that's what's gonna hold all those insides down. So now you can see what happened in there. So they're all inward, except these little flaps are gonna go outward. Now the top one is just gonna go like that, and then this one's gonna go back, and it's just gonna tuck in there like that. Oh, it's so sturdy and it's perfectly square. So that's gonna be the base of our box. And then for the top, it's just lined flat now, but there are 2 score lines here, and you're just gonna open it like that. All right, and then that slides nicely on top for your box space. And isn't that nice? It's bigger than a gift card. There's a lot of chocolate that could fit in there. And what I chose, or what I'm choosing to use, let me just fill it right now, is the Hershey's Hearts with strawberry cream inside. And almost a whole box or bag will fit in here. I don't want it quite so full. All right, aren't these cute? They're little, shaped in little hearts, kind of like the Dove bars, but I like Hershey's. And just slide that shut. So now we have our chocolate. So I don't know, that's good enough for me. No, let's make it a little bit cuter. All right, now I have some Designer Series paper, and this is 4 inches by 9.5 inches. And a lot of times when I do these kind of projects where I want to cover a box, I want to go and score these, and then I score them, and then when I fold it around, it's not quite right. You know, it's off maybe even like 1/8 or less, but I like a snug fit, but not too snug that it won't slide. So what I like to do is I start on the bottom. Let me make sure that is the bottom so our candy doesn't fall out. Okay, flip it on the bottom, and then just start wrapping it around. It doesn't really matter where you start because the seam is going to be on the bottom. And make your first fold like that, and then take it off here and just fold where that fold went. And you want to do this one at a time, because if you go all the way around, sometimes it doesn't fit snug enough. So let's do the second one. Try to make it with your hands, and you can see where that one went, and then you fold. Because when I did a practice one just with scrap paper, I did it, and once you know, the folds always fell like between a score line on the score board that we have. So that's when I said, you know what, forget it. It's too hard to get it exactly. Sometimes it works out well, but sometimes you just have to go and make the folds as you go along. All right, so last one, just try to make that with your fingers where that fold would go, and here's the last one. Now we're gonna do a belly band because we want to just be able to slide this off. Again, I have to check where my up is so that the candy doesn't fall out. All right, and it should fit nice and snug there. All right, now we can just add snail here. All right, and there we go. Okay, it looks pretty Valentine-y already, right? Is that a word, Valentine-y? All right, now this way they don't have to unwrap the whole box and they can just slide it out. All right, now we need to decorate this. Let's put the hearts going the right way. All right, I'm gonna take our heart punch. It's called Heart Punch Pack from the annual catalog. It's 2 that come together. One is a scallop, and this one is just a plain one, and I'm not gonna use a scallop on this one. And I don't know about you, but I love red and black together. And I'm not gonna pop this one up. I'm just gonna put adhesive on the back. And we're gonna put this right up in the corner as tight as we can. All right, now I'm actually grabbing something that I haven't used on camera before, but I did get it and I love it. These are adhesive sheets, and you get a lot in a pack. Let me grab the whole pack here quick. These are really long pieces, and they are going to go a long way because most of the stuff I need are pretty small, but there's a bunch. I didn't even count how many are in here. There's 12 sheets here, so this is going to be last me a long time. Usually I'm using strips this large, so you can see how this will go a long way. So what I've already cut. So I wanted to show how you put this adhesive on. So what you do is there's actually adhesive in between both sides of these. Neither side is sticky. And we are just going to peel this away. And the sticky stuff is actually on this side, the underside. So we want to put that on our cardstock on top of it like this. And then I want to remove the rest of it. There's little slits on the back, kind of like when our stamps come with that sticker sheet, so you can get them off easier. So you just put it on the cardstock like that, and then you flip it over, and then you're going to run the die through like this, and then once it cuts it out, then it's going to look like this on the back. Oops, wrong one. It's going to look like this. So you'll see the sticky stuff there, and then we'll be removing that. So I just want to show how that works. And then I also wanted to show you how the foam strips work, and they're basically the same way. A foam sheet is a little bit thicker like this, and you'll do the same thing. It has one side, and you'll peel that back, and then you'll put your, let me just pretend like this is cardstock. You'd put your cardstock on there, and then you'd flip it over and die cut it out, and that's how you get foam on it. So they both work the same way, but one is much thicker than the other. All right, that was just like a little side note to show you how that works, and it's really nice. Now, let's build on this little box. So I took an item that is in the annual catalog, and I am first going to tape the chocolate on top. And for this, I'm going to use tear and tape because we need a little bit stronger hold than, you know, just our regular. And so I'm just going to put this on the back on the foil and peel this back. Try not to dig into the chocolate. This is hard with foil, because it wants to unwrap as I lift it, but I can see that it's coming apart. All right, so just carefully do that. And I'll go back and do the other one. I just want to save a little bit of time. But we're just going to put this on top right in the center. And this is actually going to be part of our saying. So we have a heart. Now we're going to do, I already die cut the word you. And what I do is I just kind of get the edge going with your pick tool. And let's put heart, you. I probably should have taken these stickers off, but they come off pretty easy. So love you more. Whoops, they really stick. Love that they're stickers. You don't have to get glue squirting out all over. Love you more. And you can see why I chose black on here, because I really want this, the words to stand out. Then, actually, that might help me. It'll extend my hand so I can see where I'm going. Should I go? Whoops. I gotta see. You help me place it. Where do you think? Back over here again? Love you more than. And last, at first I did chocolate and I thought, well, I'll just put it on, but we got to make chocolate, the word chocolate, stand out. So I did do this in the foam. See how thick that is? Because this is going to stand out more than the other. Let me get rid of my trash here. All right. And so if you love someone more than chocolate, that means you really, really love them. This one probably is going to have to go to my husband. And it's okay if it goes a little bit on the heart, no big deal. But I don't know if you can see that from there, but chocolate is really popped up. And there's just one thing missing that I thought it needed. We have this organza black ribbon that has sparkle in it. Oh my goodness, doesn't that just look really nice? I always use that more for the Halloween things, but I thought, you know what? Black and red and sparkle for Valentine's, this is going to work. And I want to put that right up here at the top of the heart. So we have a Love You More Than chocolate box. Isn't that fun? And I did not have to purchase too much more because I already had this. You know, I did a whole class on that. In fact, if you haven't seen it, go to my classes to go and you can find the tutorial in there because that's a really fun one. Oops, my E's going downhill, but you can just pick that up and move it. So there you go. I hope you like it. And I'm going to have to hide this from Dan, maybe from myself too, because with a box full of chocolates with strawberry cream inside, that is kind of tempting for me. I am a bit of a chocoholic. So as always, if you see any products you like, I would love it if you purchase from me and use that host code. Now remember, if your order is over $150, well, then you should be just signing up for the kit because you get such a good deal for that. But if you just want to order and it's over $150, go ahead and use the host benefits for yourself. All right, that's all for today. I hope that you'll join me on Friday morning for another YouTube Live, and I will share some more projects with you. You guys take care and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. Has adhesive in between both sides of this, so you have to remove one side, and I usually take my piercer to get it going.